Oh, I like this one. Oh, this one's fun. This is pretty good. I like this one. Kind of exploring the copyright-free music. Alright. Hello, kitty cats, and welcome back again to Kush Kitchen. If this is your first time watching, I am Love. Although I hope you have been watching enough to where you're starting to get to know me a little better and maybe even checking out some other fun that I am having online. But alright, so we are back again today for another fun infused recipe. And since it is getting close to October, I thought we should do something festive. I even dressed up for you. I'm a cute little bunny rabbit. I got my little ears and my little tail on for you. These cute little ears were from one of my girlfriends, Kirsten. I still love them. They're a few years old and I still adore them so very much. Thank you. And okay, so back on track. Alright, so another recipe. Since it is October, instead of just doing plain old oatmeal cookies, I thought, why not do some pumpkin oatmeal cookies? Everybody's obsessed with pumpkin this time of year, so I thought that would be perfect. Sorry, let me take a drink. Okay, so we will start off with our dry ingredients. This one's very easy, and as always, I will cite all the ingredients down in the details in case you miss anything while we're talking if you get distracted. So I'll start off with dry ingredients. I have a cup of all-purpose flour, and then in here I have a teaspoon of baking soda or quarter teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin spice. Anything with cinnamon, I love it so much. Alright, so we're going to mix all those together until it's nice and blended. This recipe is super, super easy. And oh, before I forget, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and you'll just need a baking sheet and a piece of parchment paper. Spin my little spider around. I love my little spider. It's so cute. My mom gave me this. It's so funny how much my mom and we love fake spiders, and we're so horrified of real spiders. All over my house there's spiders and little things all year long, just everywhere hidden. I think they're so fun. But spiders don't really scare me until they start getting big enough to where you can see which way their eyes are going. Then it just freaks me out. Alright, so I have my cup of flour and my half teaspoon of baking soda. I gotta stay on track. My quarter teaspoon of salt and my tablespoon of pumpkin spice. And that is all nice and mixed in there. And then next we will take, is that too loud? Let's turn it down just a little bit more. Next, we're gonna take a half a cup of, you can use light brown, but I like dark brown. So I have a half a cup of dark brown sugar and a quarter cup of white sugar. And then I have, oh, and it looks perfect for Halloween. It's so yucky and green. I can't remember how much this was. Oh, it was a half a cup. It's a half a cup of infused avocado butter. You can use whatever type of butter you like. I like avocado butter just because it's dairy free, and all butter is pretty bad, but I feel like avocado butter is definitely better than dairy butter or margarine. Alright, so I have that in there, and I infused my butter with some shake that I got, some ground flour that I got from Sunnyside. It was 7 grams for $35. That's super cheap. That's perfect for baking. Please don't ever use nice, pretty bud. It's such a waste when you use it for baking. But it was 19.4% THC, and I used 2 grams. This recipe is going to make 18 cookies, so that ends up being 12.9 milligrams per serving. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. All right, so I have my butter and my 2 sugars, and I'm going to cream those together. Make sure that's all nice and mixed. After that is mixed, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, and I cheated. This is from a can. I was hoping to get it from a real pumpkin and do it myself. I was wanting to do one of those pumpkin masks. I had something fun I was wanting to do, but I don't know if I'm going to have time, so sadly I just got a can. Well, that's okay. That's all right. I hate to use canned food, but that's okay. I don't think this recipe is very healthy anyways. All right, so let's turn this on a little higher. Get that all nice and mixed together. And you can always use a hand mixer or even mix this by hand. It's just a lot easier with a mixer than it is by hand, but whatever, it's not that bad. All right, so that looks good. It's kind of yucky looking, and it definitely smells like weed. That's a good thing though about using the Ardent. I decarbed this in my Ardent again, so your house doesn't really stink as badly. It doesn't stink at all as it would if you were doing it in the oven. Although when I do it in the oven, I need to do a decarbing video. I do it in a mason jar and not just on a baking sheet. That cuts back on the smell, and I also feel like it helps from burning it. All right, so I have a 1/2 cup of my pumpkin puree. Get that all in there. Oh, it's dripping down the side. You're making a mess. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know if you can hear the music. It's pretty good. Oh my gosh, it's getting so close to EDC. I'm getting so excited. And once again, oh my gosh, normally I'm like so on it, like months in advance. But I did the same thing for Imagine. I am slacking. I am not prepared. I'm still trying to figure out outfits. Usually I plan it so far ahead. Becoming a slacker. I know the themes that we're doing, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do everything I wanted to do. We're doing a fairy theme. I wanted to make my own wings. I might be buying them. I really wanted to make my own. And then we're doing an electric daisy, kind of like a black light neon type day. And our friend Steven is making a totem for that day. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I thought the electric daisies was super cute though. It'll kind of be like we're the EDC mascots. I like it. And then on the 3rd day, people are doing like black and white. They're doing fetish. I don't know. They're doing all kinds of things like that. So I don't know. I think I might end up being a sexy nun and escorted by Jesus. We shall see. That was super fun at Imagine. I definitely want to show up with Jesus again. It was great. It was so much fun. All right, this is nice and mixed. I got my butters creamed with my sugar, and then I added the I almost said pineapple, the pumpkin puree. I don't know why I got pineapples on the brain. That's kind of funny. All right, and then I have a teaspoon of vanilla that I'm adding, and I'm going to use this to crack my egg. I think I might have said this in my last video, I don't ever like to crack my egg directly into the dish that I'm already mixing in. I'm worried that the egg might be yucky. We'll put this here in this dish. The egg might be yucky, or I might get a shell or something in there. So if I do that, it is already, we know it's good. I don't know what I was gonna say, but that didn't sound right. All right, so let's get rid of this. All right, I got a mess. All right. Yeah, I got a mess. Oh. All right, so I got my egg in there, my vanilla, my pumpkin. I'm just going through making sure I haven't forgotten anything. Get this all nice and mixed. Oh. You probably can't hear that, it's very low now. Alright, so I got all that nice and mixed. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my dry ingredients. That was my salt, my pumpkin spice, my flour, and baking soda. I'm going to mix that in. We are almost at the end of the recipe. This one is super easy. Cookies are always easy. They just take a little bit of time. This wasn't much time at all. I did have my ingredients already measured out, but it hasn't been really that long at all. Alright, let me turn that off. Scrape down the sides a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be so good. It smells really good. I wish you could smell it. You're just gonna have to make the recipe at home so that you can see how delicious it turns out. Oh, I'm very excited. I love oatmeal cookies. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do a little higher. Oh, I like this. This is pretty good. Maybe I should list what I'm listening to down at the bottom. I found this on Spotify. It's just some whatever copyright. I just typed in copyright free music, EDM. It's not bad. If anybody has any music you would like me to play, I will gladly play it. That would be fun. Alright, so this looks like this is, oh yeah, it definitely smells like weed. I smell weed for sure. Alright, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we got this all nice and mixed. I'm gonna put the oats in by hand. I have 1 cup of old-fashioned dry oats. Alright. I'm gonna mix those in. Oh, this is gonna be really good. Alright, my butter though was room temperature before I put it in here, and I feel like this is a little thin. Maybe it's the type of butter I used. But what I'm going to do after I ball these up and put them on the cookie sheet, just because I don't want them to spread out too much and be super thin cookies. I like a thicker, softer, like a chewier cookie. So after I ball these up and put them on the cookie sheet, let me turn this down. I am going to put the cookie sheet in the fridge for a little bit before I put them in the oven. And I think that'll make them taste a lot better. Alright, so this is all nice and mixed, and I just wanted to try something out. I haven't tried it like this yet, so I don't want to do the whole thing. I'm just going to only make a couple. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's a little less than half. That's probably like a third. Alright, I found these cinnamon chips, these Hershey's cinnamon chips that I forgot that I had. I had used these for a peanut butter cookie recipe that I made. Didn't have weed in it though. I was making it for kids. And they were pretty good. So I thought maybe it might be pretty good. It might be fun to try them in this oatmeal recipe. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I love cinnamon. I know I keep saying it, but I love cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I love chocolate. I definitely have a sweet tooth. But I have a very picky sweet tooth. I like to make sure that it's worth it. I feel like we could use more oats. This is very thin. I think it might be the type of butter that I'm using. This is the first time I've done it with the avocado butter. And then also I did it at room temperature. The butter wasn't cold at all. It was very, very runny. So definitely I'm going to put it on the baking sheet and put it in the fridge before I put it in the oven, just in case. That way they can firm up a little bit before I bake them. Yeah, we don't want to, oh, yes, it's definitely thin. We don't want a flat cookie. All right. So we're just gonna, you don't want to put more than 12 cookies on here, but I think I'm going to do a little less than that. All right, so we're gonna put a few little oatmeal balls. You're just gonna do spoonfuls. You can do the cookies however big or small. Just know that however big or small, that is going to change the portion, the serving, how much you're getting as far as the THC. I'm very excited. This is the first time I've put pumpkin in my oatmeal recipe. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. Maybe I need to do just a normal oatmeal cookie infused too one day. I have a really amazing, very chewy oatmeal cookie that's got raisins and all kinds of goodie in it. I love that. Maybe I'll do that one for Christmas. For the holiday season, I feel like for December, I should make a bunch of festive cookies. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Ooh. All right. All right. Oh, that one is a little. All right. So I have a few cookies all nice and spread out. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator for, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes. And then I'll put them in the oven, and they need to bake between 12 and 14 minutes. So I guess when they come out of the oven, I'll be back again and we can see how they turn out. All right, hello, I am back again, and it's time to take the cookies out of the oven. I am very, very excited to see how they turned out. Warm cookies are always so yummy. Oh yes, they look very, very good. So, so excited. Let's see. All right, get rid of that. They might be a little hot to touch. Yeah, they're super. They look super yummy. Oh, I'm excited. Yes, very, very warm. Oh, that's really good. Yes, that's very, very soft and fluffy. I'm very happy with the pumpkin in it. And this is one of the ones that has the cinnamon chip. Let me make sure I got a bite with the cinnamon chip. That's really, really yummy. I like that. Oh, those are very soft and fluffy. I like that a lot. This is one without the cinnamon chip. Let's turn the music up. I gotta say, I definitely like it with the cinnamon chip better. Of course, it's more sugar though. Yay, sugar. That's really good though either way. Oh, that's really, really good. Yes. Alright, so 2 firsts with this episode. This is the first time that I've ever made a oatmeal cookie that was infused with Mary. Tastes really, really good. I did not strain my butter. I left all of it in there. I just ground it really fine like I always do. And I like the taste of weed, so I think it tastes great. But you don't really even taste it with this recipe. I'm tasting more of the pumpkin spice, the cinnamon, especially the ones with the cinnamon chips. It is really, really tasty. I like this. It's good. And it's the first time I've ever put pumpkin in an oatmeal cookie. I'm very, very excited with how this turned out. I like it a lot. Very, very tasty. I hope that you will try this recipe at home. It is really, really good. And it's always better to eat our medicine rather than smoking it. Smoking cannabis is bad. As much as I like it, it is really bad for your lungs and your throat. So eating it is always better. So hope you're trying out these recipes at home and you're enjoying these videos. I love you bunches. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more of me. And you can always check out my Linktree. It's just linktree.com/KushKittyLove if you want to have more fun with me. All right, I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.